Hi, my name is Juliana Mitchell. Welcome to Living Now Yoga. And this will be a simple moving the shoulders, moving the neck, getting the upper back a little awakened to alleviate some of the stiffness and postural compressions that can come from not sitting well, from sitting at a desk, from being over a device. So I invite you to come and sit well. And the first thing I mean by sit well is, can you just take a moment and notice there's a body? Noticing the body, notice the breath. And to the degree that's available, just taking a friendly and interested, a curious attitude toward what it feels like to be in this body. We're going to start to move the spine and the shoulders in small ways. Round back in your spine. If that can feel okay, skip anything that doesn't feel right for you. Let your elbows wing out to the side and hands slide forward, chin tucks. And now arch your low back, arch your mid back, arch the upper back, pull the shoulders back and down. Let the upper back be doing a squeezing at the bottom tip of the shoulder blades, and a squeezing that draws your elbows back, points the elbows back, draws the hands back, and brings the elbows as close together behind you as is available. You might look up if that feels okay for your neck. Let's do that first shape again. Round back, elbows out, tuck face, hands forward. Let's do that second shape again. Arch low back, mid back, upper back, shoulders back, elbows in, bottom tip of shoulder blades knit. I'm going to add the possibility of one breath per movement. Maybe as you exhale, you round back, hands forward. Perhaps as you inhale, arching forward, shoulders back, elbows hug behind you. 3 more times, exhale, rounding back. This is spinal flexion. Inhale, arching forward, squeeze that upper back. This is spinal extension. Twice more on your own. And last time for now. And now just sit tall, stacking your skull and your throat in between your back body and your front body, in between your 2 shoulders. And from there, start to roll your shoulders in big, juicy circles. The movement of the shoulders might be so large that it rearranges the position of the hand on the lap. Changing directions, going the other way. Please skip any movement that feels unkind to your body. One more roll going in the direction you're going in, and then reverse, a final back and down. And then from here, allow your right hand, your right arm to reach straight forward. Line your wrist and your elbow up with your shoulder. Plug shoulder back. And what I mean by that is don't let the shoulder slide forward. When I say shoulder, I mean where the head of your arm bone, the top of your arm bone, plugs into the side of your torso. So plugging the head of the arm bone back, leave elbow straight, arm parallel to earth as you cross it over. Finding your free hand, your left hand, turn palm up, capture right elbow, and gently draw that arm across you. Avoid right shoulder going up, right wrist going down. Right shoulder will press down, right wrist and shoulder moving in the direction of parallel to the earth. And even though it's true, the left arm is drawing the right head of arm bone, the shoulder forward in the socket, it resists back. Breathing here. Pressing shoulder down, plugging it back. One more breath. And then imagine, as you keep breathing, that you're using your right hand to gently throw a scarf over your shoulder. And then trying to get sunscreen in the middle of the back. Your right fingers are moving in the direction of the center of the upper back, and your left hand might nudge the elbow to whatever degree feels good to you to open up that stretch. One final breath here, again, only if that works for you. And then A, left hand will loosen its nudging and drop. B, right elbow will lift up. Right hand will come once again towards the upper back. Notice if the arm behind the head is pressing your head forward and if the chest is collapsing back. If possible, chest forward. Head nudges against that arm. If this arm up doesn't feel okay for you, instead wind the arm toward back body and we'll meet you there in just a moment. If right elbow up is okay, sweep fingers to the tip of your elbow, staying heavy in both right and left half of your seat. Tip over toward the left. Come into the center, back up. Let both arms float up. Exhale, backstroke, hands behind you. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, backstroke, hands behind you. You might find you need your elbows to be more bent than what I'm demonstrating. Continuing, several more. Bend the elbows as much as you need. 3 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back and down. Left hand on your lap, right hand behind your waist. And you might take your free hand, your left hand, and deepen the wrapping of that arm, only if that would feel okay. And I want to encourage you to come to this hands or arms at back body shape as often as you can throughout your day. Though right now in this exercise, we're doing just one arm at back body, you could always at other times throughout your day, reach back for opposite forearms, if that's available, opposite wrists, if that's available. But for now, right hand behind you, left hand on lap. And as you breathe here, just begin a gentle twist, long spine to your right. Right shoulder plugging back, skull balance between your shoulders, let the eyeballs look to the right. Turning back, release your right arm. Twice roll shoulders in one direction, twice roll shoulders in the opposite direction, and then plug the shoulders back and down. Same shapes, second side. Left arm forward, arm straight, arm, hand to shoulder, parallel to ground. Plug the shoulder back and start to cross over. Try to avoid shoulder up, wrist down, keeping arm parallel to earth, in part by shoulder nudging down. If shoulder starts to move forward, plug it back. Take your free hand, just to the degree that would be okay, draw it across you. Pressing shoulder down. Breathing here. Plugging shoulder back. Possibly one more breath. And then let your hand slide in the direction of the upper back. And again, all of this just if it feels okay for you. Your forward hand might nudge against the elbow, but more upper arm part of elbow to whatever degree feels right for you. Your fingers slide into the center of the back. A breath. And then your forward hand will do less nudging. It will drop to your lap, and the other arm comes in and around to the upper back. Again, if arm up feels not okay, you could instead be breathing here, and we'll join you there eventually. Notice in bringing the arm up, this shape is a wonderful stretch for the upper, for the tricep muscles, the upper back. Anyway, I'll leave that alone for now, but notice if you're rounding back and collapsing forward, and as best you can, stay long here. Right fingers up and over to the peak of your left elbow. Breathing. And then keeping both halves of your seat anchored, tilting up and over to the side. If your arm is around behind you instead of up and over, you can do the same. Gently coming back up into the center, releasing arms. Shoulder roll this way and that way. Just get a little looseness going. And then wind that left arm behind your back. Sitting tall, plug left shoulder back. Let belly and chest turn gently to the left. Notice if head wants to kind of fall to front body, invigorate the neck, keep it as best as available on top of the spine as eyeballs look to the left. And slowly release that, turning to face forward. I'm going to turn sideways for this next exercise. Shoulders going back and down. Take either hands that look like letter L's, kind of bent hands. So the heel of the hand comes to the chair behind you, or if it's more comfortable for your proportions or wrists, you could come onto the knuckles of your fists. Shoulders back, chest forward, elbows back, hugging towards each other. Rising the eyes of the heart, let the throat go back. Now your gaze may drop down to your cheeks, or your gaze might look up to your forehead, or if it feels okay for your neck, even to the ceiling above you. Some moments breathing here, lengthening front body. And the next time you've each have inhaled and exhaled, help yourself to sit tall. Tipping forward. If you have a desk in front of you, you might lean your hands onto your desk or stack your forearms on your desk. It might even be comfortable for some to lean the forehead onto hands or onto the desk. Coming as far forward, tipping from the hip joint, not from the middle of the waist, as best you can. Pelvis moving forward over thigh bones. Breathing there in this lengthening forward fold extension. If it's bringing you any pain, please back out of it. A final breath here. And then help yourself to sit up tall. Do what you would need to do to feel comfortable and supported in your chair. You might, as I'm doing, sit forward, and yet you might feel that sitting back into the support of the chair would help you. We're just going to be present together for 3 final concluding breaths. Hands might rest softly on the lap. If you're in an environment where closing the eyes doesn't make sense, then just think soft gaze. But if closing the eyes is available, let it be so. Shoulders gently wide, elbows hanging beneath your shoulders. Let's be present together for 3 closing breaths. Join me on a soft inhale, breathing through the nose holes if that's available. Join me on a soft exhale, same, breathing through the nose holes. Second breath, inhale through the nose holes. Please go at your own pace. The second exhale, again, if available, choosing the nostril path. Third and final inhale here. Third and final exhale here. Present just to your breath, present to your body, I encourage you to consider taking a moment to really receive the care that you've offered yourself, to know that you absolutely deserve good self-care, that the benefits of it are infinitely wonderful when we cultivate the regular practice of it. Again, I'm Juliana. If you have any questions for me, please reach out to me, livingnowyoga@gmail.com. Thank you.